So to get started, I am going to prep my eyes with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the color 50, which is tan. It may have switched because they have switched some of their colors. I'm just going to apply this as a eyeshadow base, and I'm going to take one of my e.l.f. Blending brushes and just blend that all over my eyelid so that I have full coverage of this base. For when I put my different eyeshadows down, I'm just going to blend it into where I blended the concealer into my eyebrows earlier, and I did my eyebrows with the ColourPop Bang & Brunette pencil off camera. So yeah. So once I have it to the coverage, I really like to make sure it's blended fully out because that's what makes you have less creases. So then what I'm going to do is take one of my BH Cosmetics powder brushes. I put a little bit of my Sacha Buttercup on there, and that's just going to help set it. Next, I'm going to go into my Ray Ray times BH Cosmetics collab palette, and I'm going to go into the color Pancake, and I'm going to take my MAC fluffy blending brush and just put that all into the crease and a little above my crease, just to give the eyeshadow a little bit of base, my eye a little base. I didn't want to go for anything too dark because I really want the pink color to stand out and to be the popping color on this look. So I just want to make sure that that's fluffy. I'm doing small windshield wiper motions. Next, what I'm going to do is go into this kind of purple pink color called Friday. And then I'm going to take one of my BH Cosmetics crease blending brushes, and I'm just going to blend that directly into the crease and just fluff it out until it is the desired consistency. You really want to make sure you blend that as good as you possibly can to make sure that the coverage is nice and neat for your girl. And then I just take that MAC blending brush and I just go over it with that Pancake again just to give it a more blended, consistent look. Then what I'm going to do is go into my Fenty Galaxy palette, and I'm going to go into two different colors. I'm going to go into Extraterrestrial, which is like a hunter green, and then I'm going to go into this sea green, which is Sublime, to kind of create a blend between the two, kind of like an olive color. I didn't apply any like glitter glue, which I normally do, because I kind of wanted it to be like a subtle color. I didn't really want it to be the focal point of the look. I want the lips to be the focal point of this look. But I did wet it with some MAC Fix Plus just to give it a little bit of a pop. So first I applied the Extraterrestrial, since it's like the darker hunter green color, and then I'm going to go back on top of that with that Sublime kind of minty green color. And then what I'm going to do is kind of blend out with that Friday in the crease again, just to make it look a little bit more defined. Then I'm going to take one of my favorite mascaras, which is the Colossal Big Shot Mascara in Black is Black, and this is their collaboration with one of my favorite girls. One day, I hope she's watching one of my videos one day, and that is Makeup Shayla. And then I just wanted to go in and blend that just a little bit more. So then I'm going to go in with my Holy Grail foundation, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth and Toffee, and I'm going to put a drop of my Maybelline Super Stay and Toffee as well, and mix it on my hand with a damp Tarte sponge. My beauty blender is dirty and I didn't feel like cleaning it, so I used my Tarte sponge. I had already prepped my face with the Smashbox Primerizer, which is a moisturizer and primer in one. So I'm just going to go ahead and start putting this on my face and kind of pouncing motions, just to make sure that I get the coverage that I want with this foundation. Being very careful to not mess up my eye makeup, of course. So as you see, I'm just doing pouncing motions. I'm also going down into the neck area. So yeah, really love this foundation. Yeah, it's just like my holy grail. Like, to me, it can do no wrong. It is one of my top foundations forever. So yeah, that's all I'm really doing right here. And you really want to make sure that your beauty blender is damp but not like drenched. That's going to help you get that consistent foundation into your skin, especially if you struggle with dry skin or combination skin like I do. Then I'm going to go into my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the color Sucre Diore, I believe, and I'm just going to put that in all the areas I want to bring a little highlight to, and I just picked it up. Can't really see too good right now. It is, yeah, we're just going to go with Sucre. And this is becoming one of my favorite concealers. It's like very medium coverage. It's not as thick as some of my other concealers, and I really like that because it really just blends into the face to make it really breathable. And then I'm just going to do the same pouncing motions and just pounce this concealer all over into those areas and really make sure that it pounces into that foundation to really give it like a consistent look throughout my makeup look, which is what you're going to see me doing here. And just really making sure to go up under those eyes, because when I was recording this, it was after work. It had been a long day. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Right now it's still a long day. Like, I'm literally up recording this voiceover at like 1 or 2 in the morning. But I was up, so I figured why not go ahead, knock it out, finish it, because I had took some pictures and the pictures came out so crispy. So I'm like, I gotta go ahead and knock this video out. And this is my first time recording on my Sony. I won a Sony in a contest, the Sony a6000, and I must say I am very impressed with the results of what this looks like on camera and on picture. This is a life-changing camera, to say the least. So yeah, just pouncing that in everywhere, making sure that it's consistent and covered. Yeah, and then I like to kind of look in the big mirror to make sure that it's all blended in. And once it's blended in where I want it to be, I am going to take my Sacha Buttercup in the color Light. That it does come in a light, which is a lighter yellow. And I'm just going to put that in all those areas that I put the concealer just to set it. But as you can see, I'm not like baking. I'm doing literally the lightest layer ever, just to literally set it in place. Because I do have, dry to combination skin. My skin isn't really oily except for in my forehead and my chin area sometimes. So I do try to make sure I put some there. Then what I'm going to do is take that same powder brush I used earlier, and I'm just going to, kind of in circular motions brush away all of that powder because my skin does not need it. It just wanted to set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. So then I'm going to go back into that It's My Ray Ray Times BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to go into the color Mocha, and I'm going to use my vegan contour brush to kind of put it in place. All in those areas that I want to bring some contour to, or kind of create some shadows, create some depth and dimension in my face. I'm going to fluff it out with my MAC contour brush. I feel like my MAC contour brush, I love it, but sometimes it doesn't place it where I want to. So sometimes I feel like using this brush first, then using the MAC brush and kind of fluffing it out works. Then sometimes just fluffing it all out, putting it with the MAC brush works. Sometimes putting it with this brush, fluffing it out with this brush works. But I find out sometimes I just like to, just fluff it out with the other one, and, it doesn't have the product on it, and it's a more consistent fluffing when I do it this way. So that's kind of why I like doing it that way. Then I'm going to take 2 of my e.l.f. brushes. They're really eyeshadow brushes, like a C eyeshadow brush and another eyeshadow brush. But I love applying my nose contour with them because it's so thin, and it really gives me a chance to like really blend it out without it looking harsh. I hate harsh nose contours, and sometimes my nose contour is harsh, but I've really been working on trying to be sure to clean that up. I'm also going to use my e.l.f. contour brush. In a second, you'll see me go into that. And then sometimes you just got to use your hands. Make sure they clean though, but yeah. So then I'm just going to go into that e.l.f. contour brush and just contour it out. So then what I am going to do is spray my face down. Since I put all those powders, I'm going to spray my face down with some good old MAC Fix Plus. Make sure to not hit those eyes. And then I'm going to take that beauty blender, and I'm just going to pat all of that moisture into my face. Because like I said, I have dry skin. So I'm going to pat all that moisture into my skin. Then I'm going to take my NYX Dewy Setting Spray, and I'm going to set the whole look just very quickly. And then what I am going to do is I am going to take my Real Techniques, I don't even know what kind of brush you would call this, but I'm using the It's My Ray Ray Times BH Cosmetics Radiant highlight, which pops, but I like to hit it when it's wet because it makes sense to do it that way. It just really pops when you do it that way. It really gives you a vibrant look. And once I have all of my highlighter in all the areas that I want it to be in, what I'm going to do next is take my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just set the entire look. I like to do 2 layers of the setting spray. That's just me. You don't have to do that. That's just what I like to do to make sure my makeup stays all day. Then after that, what you're going to see me do is dance a little bit. But then what I'm going to do is grab this purple, and I'm going to go under my lower lash line with another e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to drag that. I don't really want it to be neat. I want it to be kind of like sexy and sultry. So I'm going to like blend out that Friday, that purplish pink under my eye, and just make sure it's blended the same on the other eye. And then a little trick I'm going to do, I might have got it off the Nikki Tutorials video she did with Sir John, who's like Beyonce's makeup artist. And what I'm going to do after is I'm going to take that sponge and I'm just going to blend up to that line to kind of make it blend even more seamlessly. But you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. I'm going to grab that sponge and I'm going to do it right now. That's what I'm going to do. And that's just going to make it look a little bit more even, a little bit more consistent, which I love. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, off camera, for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put that mascara on the bottom lash line. And then what I'm going to do is go off camera, grab my Jasmine Brown Times Allure lashes. I'm going to grab my House of Lashes lash glue adhesive, and I'm going to put these bad boys on. I'm put them on, because if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again, and put them bad boys on. And I love these lashes. I love Jasmine Brown. I love Allure. So yeah, these lashes really made the look pop. You guys had said that you wanted to see this look when I did it for a fashion show I went to. So this is kind of just like me redoing the whole look all over again, kind of from memory. And based on what I put, excuse me, like I said, I'm so tired, my bad. But yeah, I'm just going based off those details. So once that lash is nice and neat and in place, guess what, y'all? My camera died. But then it came back alive again. So I was able to finish. I had went off camera, got my hair together. Then I went into the yellow color in the Fenty Galaxy palette just to give me like an inner tear duct. I had wet that just to get it look a little pop, put-dazzle. So then what I'm going to go do is go into my NYX Liquid Suede lip liner in the color Prune and just gently line my lips just to, kind of match that purple and pink context that I had going on earlier. So you're going to see me go ahead and do that now. Just line them lips. I'm a little loopy. It's late. I'm sorry. So then what I'm going to do is go into my Ella Reed Times ColourPop Yoshi, which is my favorite lipstick. I'm sure you've seen me wear it like 10,000 times. I hope they keep it forever because it's my favorite color. It's like a hot fuchsia pink, and it always is popping, 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 popping. And I love it. So pretty much this is the finished look. So I hope you guys like this look. Please make sure to like, comment below, subscribe, and hit that bell if you already haven't. I thank you so much for watching. It is your girl, Pretty Girl Peeps. I know it's been a while since I made a video. I was waiting to get this new camera, y'all, and hey, it paid off. I'm glad I waited to get this new camera and start recording. So thank you guys for supporting. Make sure you follow me on all my social media, Instagram, everything, Pretty Girl Peeps. Love you. Have a great day. Bye.